I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Good afternoon, this is Dr. Bones Live, and today my guests are making their second appearance on the show because they just released an EP, a live EP at that. Welcome back, Braver Than Fiction. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, hi, Ryan!
Right on. So, it's good to have you guys back on the show. Now, first question about the EP is, why did you decide to go with a live EP as opposed to just a bunch of songs in a regular studio?
Because we're really lazy. because we would like people to know what we sound like live, and we figured that since quite a lot of people can't actually get to our gigs because they're geographically misplaced or displaced, or however you put that, it would be nice to give them a feel of what we do actually sound like live. So we decided to do a live album, well, a live EP. Oh no, I've let the cat out of the bag, a live album. Oh. Just kidding, there's no live album. No, that was a lie.
No, we didn't hear anything. So, no, it was a decision that we made. We thought it would sound interesting, rather than, pummel it to death in production. So, yeah, that's why we did it that way. No, it was interesting just because not too many bands, at least none that I can think off the top of my head, start off with a live EP, and it was a lot smarter. I mean, the recording sounds awesome. I mean, it's nice and clear, so you get the feel of the live show, but it's also good enough where you're not really struggling to hear what's going on, because sometimes the acoustics in these places aren't that great, right?
Well, we're Paul's sitting on me. Stop. The studios that we record in are Yellow Arch Studios in Sheffield, and they've got a particularly fantastic live room, and we just get good sound in there. And then the place that we rehearse at, Attic Studios, which is just down the road from Yellow Arch, they've also got a pretty big room with the one that we're sitting in right now. So you can get a good near to live sound in here rehearsing, and then take it away to the studio. So it's quite a nice little setup that we have going. We like it.
Right on. I never would have thought the EP would be like a live recording, but actually live in the studio. So it's a good way to go. So there's 3 songs, and obviously when you guys were first pushing it when it came out, like not even a month ago now, we hashtag it King of Crows just to get it to going. Now, King of Crows, was that more or less like kind of a random thought, or is it just kind of something you've been thinking about for a while and said, no, this is going to be an awesome EP title, especially for a live one, let's go with this name?
No, because actually there are 4 tracks on the EP.
Sorry.
One of them's tucked away. So you can't actually get it unless you buy a physical copy of the CD or download the entire EP. And the title track is called King of Crows, which is why the EP is called King of Crows. And King of Crows is a song about people who are just a little bit too big for their boots.
Just a little interesting thing about just the fact of crows. The other week when I was at work, I had to go from one building to the next, and when I was coming back, I was walking back through a parking lot, and there was a crow sitting on top of this white minivan, and this thing kind of followed me from the time I got to the parking lot to the time I walked out of the parking lot towards the other building. Kind of creepy, let me tell you.
That was our robot crow.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd mention that because this happened the other day. It kind of just freaked me out just a little bit, because like this thing was watching me with intent eyes. Let me tell you. You guys there?
Yeah, you hear that?
Okay, I can hear that.
You're breaking up really badly.
Am I really? Okay. You know what? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna try calling you right back. Okay.
Okay, dude, no problem.
All right. Just give me one moment here. All right, guys. Just apparently having a little issue with breaking up for Skype, so we're gonna try calling them back one more time and get this fixed up. That better?
Yay!
Any better?
I don't know.
Am I breaking up still, or are we all right?
Yeah, you're definitely breaking up.
Okay.
Spliced you.
I'm saying, what about on your guys' end? Do you have full bars there, or?
It all looks fine from here. We're full. We have every bar going.
All right. You know what, Mel? Let me try this one more time and find out what's going on here. All right. So I apologize for this. Pardon?
Why don't you play the track while we're fiddling?
Okay, no problem. So we're gonna try this out one more time, guys. But in the meantime, we're gonna play their one of their live songs off their new. The song is called "Candle Blind" and it's braver than fiction. Dig it. All right, that was Candle Blind by Brave Than Fiction off their new EP, King of Crows. We had a little Skype issue here, so hopefully we're clear now. Good to go, guys. Everything's sounding all right?
Yeah, it's much better now.
Perfect. Okay, always saying before, the quick recap is the other day at work, I was coming through the parking lot, and there's a crow sitting on a white van, staring at me from end to end. And as soon as I walked in the parking lot, as soon as I walked out, it kind of creeped me out just a little bit.
And we said, that's our robot crow.
All right, because that part kind of got cut out a little bit, so just rehashing.
No, just be sorry, everyone.
Well, you know, it happens, and at least we're getting through now. We've problem solved, so let's keep our fingers crossed that this... There we go. Okay, so, yeah, wow. It's just one of those nights of technical difficulties, I guess, but we're going to keep going through this. So, like I was saying before the internet decided to crap out here, is these songs you guys have been playing, obviously, for a while live. Now, these have a bit more of a kind of blues influence than your first single and your Little Fantasy. So, have you guys kind of started moving in like a slight different direction, or?
I wouldn't say we were moving in a different direction. No, the 4 tracks that we chose for that EP, they are all of a similar style because we wanted to, you know, maintain some kind of continuity. We don't want people listening to one track and then falling off their chair in shock because there was like, you know, some kind of punk anthem going off after a nice little pop ballad. So, yeah, we've got a lot of material and we sort of delve into different genres all of the time. So, yeah, they are the more sort of bluesier, sort of soulier songs that we have. But that's why we put them together on the EP. So, no, I wouldn't say a change of direction. Just organisation.
Right on. It's just one of those things I noticed right off.
Said organisation. Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Well, it's just one of those things I noticed right away, and like I really enjoyed it. And Mel, your vocals with these songs is very fitting. Just from what, obviously, from the single Your Little Fantasy and to now all these 4 songs. 4th song I haven't heard yet, but point being is that you seem to have the vocal range of, and it's totally fitting to your type of music. I mean, I really like what you do because, you know, you're strong and powerful for a short little thing, as we all know.
Are you implying that I'm in some way stunted in the growth department? Are you implying that I'm not as tall as the rest of the band? We're going back here again, aren't we?
No, of course not. Just vertically challenged. That's all.
You know, we should have measured all of the guys and seen how tall they would be, like standing on top of each other. Well, we might do that next time.
But no, the point
again. Guess it's a brave enough to go. Oh no, let's not do that.
But what I was getting to is just, what's that? Sorry.
I'm the question.
Well, it wasn't really a question. It was more of a compliment than a question.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. All I was saying is I was saying, no, with your powerful vocal range, you know, it really is kind of fitting to this kind of bluesy the bluesy songs that you guys decided to go with. I mean, I really like the flow because it's not exactly, despite what people think, it's not exactly the easiest thing to sing along with because you really do kind of have to have like that certain vocal range / ability for it, because otherwise it can sound all right, but it won't be blues anymore. It'll be something else.
Well, Adam, what do you think?
What do I think? I think you sing it well, sing it nice and bluesy. I think it's the kind of thing I could hear if a guy were to do it. It'd have to be one of the old blues American guys, you know, like Leadbelly or somebody like that, would probably have to sing. Because he's got a Leadbelly himself and Muddy Waters and all that lot. They've got the right type of voice for that kind of thing. I mean, I couldn't quite hear I'm not going to name drop. Okay, yeah, I will name drop. Alex Turner managing to pull it off.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge to me. You alright, Alex, lad? You okay?
Instead of Sheffield as well.
You know that whole Oasis Blur thing? We don't want to go down that.
No, better Oasis.
Oh
okay.
my God! Right, okay then. Well and truly thrown down. Adam's dealing with that one. Do you want to drop him an email later, Brian?
I've got a massive change on my favourite bands and bands that I'm not a big fan of.
Okay then. Well, meanwhile,
Maybe
let's
best not.
let's go back to talking about our band.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's get back on track here. If that little detour will come.
Yeah. Well, you know us now. You know that.
Oh no, I mean that's what makes the interview interesting, because I really never know what I'm gonna get from you guys, especially you, Mel, and sometimes it scares me.
People say that a lot.
Why do people keep saying that?
They don't want to know what goes on. No, nobody wants to know what goes on. I find blues a natural thing for me. I've always gravitated towards it. When I was finding my feet, learning how to perform with a band, going to jam sessions and working with much older musicians than I was at the time. That's it. Let's go on. You'll get those on that now. No, there are actually any musicians in the world older than me. Apparently, back in the day.
Oh man.
Living by candlelight. Anyway, in my fresh spring-like youth, I had the pleasure of working with very serious musicians, and they were all huge blues fans. So that's where that all comes from.
Yeah, you guys.
Martin has just lost it completely.
Everybody.
I blame Paul. He's the one who started laughing. Covered his face up, and then his shoulders just started moving.
Oh, it was a sneeze, apparently. So I hope that. Actually, I did just spot that Red Witch Johnny are listening in. Hey guys.
They are definitely a cool bunch, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, they'll be back on the show again soon, because I had them on not too long ago, and they'll be back when their album is officially released, because they just finished their new track, which is awesome. So, back to you guys though.
Actually, that is a very cool track.
Yeah, I actually debuted it this Saturday on New Music Saturday.
Yeah, good.
So very, very happy to hear that, because I know it's been a while since they had something coming out. But back to you guys. You guys always seem to have such a good time. I could only imagine what it is, how it'd be like to be with you guys like backstage before you go on for a show, because like it sounds like it just kind of all free for all.
It is a bit like that. We keep trying to get you to come over and visit, but to no avail. We just all get on really well. You know, I mean, people have asked us a few times. There's been a few interviews, and people said, "Oh, you know, do you argue? Do you fight? Do you fall out?" And we don't really do it. We don't always agree on everything all of the time, but we do. I'm poking Jason really hard now. This is why you can't. I've got a visual of this because I'm actually hurting him. I'm twisting the skin on his arm.
I think we get on really well as long as we don't have to spend 5 hours in a car together.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The journey back from Manchester the other day. Let's not go there.
Yeah, we had to have quite a long car journey together on Saturday. Adam got locked in the car.
I got child locked on the back seat.
He was stuck in the car.
I was there trying to climb through the seats and everything, nearly knocking the flaming handbrake off.
I lost my socks.
And then you mooned the whole...
Mooned the entire...
Oh, were the windows down the whole time?
No, actually.
No.
Actually, at that point, right, Jason had given her his phone to look after, and she kind of dropped it on the floor. And she was bending to
Yeah,
pick
okay,
it
I
up.
don't think the audience...
Wait.
What happened We do just have fun because we like what we do. I know it's like one of those like really cliche things to say, but we really do enjoy doing what we do.
Well, it's not cliche. No, it's the truth. It's the truth, and that's the whole thing about it. And I mean, what you're saying that people ask if you guys like ever argue that sort of thing. Well, I mean, you gotta understand. You're gonna have like mini little spats, but nothing huge. I mean, because everybody can't go the entire time without having just a little bit of a disagreement. But doesn't, like I said, doesn't have to be anything big. It's gonna happen, but not to the extent that people like to.
We have the occasional rumble, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Nobody stands there.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying there's some interviewers just waiting to hear like, no, there's this huge kind of like brawl fallout story, but 9 times out of 10 that never happens, and if it does, it's not going to be made public either.
Well, I don't know actually. It depends how good it was. It might be worth videoing it if we could put some music to it. Could be our next video.
Yeah.
In custard.
Man, and that's the thing. It's what you guys should do next. Like, just kind of do from a backstage the time you get on stage and do a video like that, because trust me, I think I'd really enjoy seeing that, and I think it'd be actually funny at the same time.
Yeah, it would be awesome. We have been discussing actually, sort of, in a very haphazard way about what we will do for the next video. I think it probably will be a video of us playing live. There will be no custard or mittens involved. I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to get any hopes up, really.
Okay.
That's kind of
just wait for the custard mittens hashtag at any moment.
That's kind of disappointing. Okay. But no, it definitely be something worth seeing, and just in general, lately I've noticed that Sheffield's starting to pump out a few more bands, and you guys are starting to become kind of a bigger market or bigger area for music. And
I didn't catch the end of that.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I got as far as pumping out bands.
All I said was Sheffield's been pumping out a lot of bands, and now it seems like Sheffield's starting to get more of a name for decent bands and a bigger band circuit.
Sheffield's always had a really solid reputation as far as its music scene is concerned. There are a lot of bands from Sheffield that have made it. I think a lot of the bands from Sheffield that have made it, people don't even really realise they come from Sheffield. There are a lot of stunning bands from Sheffield that, for reasons I do not understand, have not made it when they should have done. But I suppose that's pretty much the case all over the world. But the music scene here is very strong, and the genre divide is vast. So you're not going to ever be bored on a weeknight, weekend night. Doesn't matter. There's always a band playing somewhere. In fact, it's usually like 3 or 4 bands all playing at once. We've got some pretty excellent venues. There's a lot of good ones right in the town centre, and then there's a few more that if you want to go a little bit further afield, they are there. They're accessible, and can't fault it really. To be honest, for the variety and the quality. But it's
the gig we had the other night kicked off with a sort of country duo, then a punk band, then a bit of thrash metal rap, and we topped it up.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of everything.
We were doing
and it was very loud.
But they were some really good bands. And like Jason said, there was a huge variety. I particularly liked the Rage Against the Machine sort of vibe that the band before we went on had. They were, what were they called? Bilingual. Yeah. In fact, you should look up them. They are pretty good.
Already marked it down.
Their singer's got an awesome afro.
Oh really?
Oh really?
Right on.
Very slight criticism I've got of them.
Don't have one. Just don't have one. He hasn't got any criticisms
how loud
at all.
the drums were.
Just trying to be
It
controversial.
gave me a shock. I wasn't even facing the band, and suddenly the drummer.
Anyway, Adam's just had to pop outside for a moment. Right back with us.
Away from me.
He'll be right back with us in a moment. I think his mum's on the phone.
They're bullying me.
Oh, we're not bullying you yet. Honey, give 5 minutes.
So, well, the thing is, for me, on this side of the pond, you gotta remember too that, you know, a lot of the bands, like, I'm only, like, not essentially just seeing them for the first time, like, on Twitter, that sort of thing, but not everybody's got their hometown marked on their Twitter. A lot of times it says UK, it's just a generalization, right? So, now I'm starting to notice more and more bands are trying to put the names on, so when I see Sheffield, it's like, whoa, this is starting to blow up. So, I may be a little bit behind, but I'm trying.
It's funny, actually, how many bands don't give you the information that you need to be able to find out what you want to know. The number of bands that I see playing live, they have no identification whatsoever. There's nothing on the drum kit, there's no banner, you don't know who they are, and you see them on Facebook and Twitter, like you say, it just says UK or whatever. So there you are, that's my sage bit of advice for the evening. Kids, get your banners done, let people know who you are and where you're from, because it does make a difference when people listen to music.
When I first put my info up on Twitter, I put I think I either put London, Canada, or London, Ontario, and there's still some people thinking it was London, UK. Then finally, I just put Canada. I was like, I don't mind explaining, saying no, it's London, Ontario, Canada. But I was like, you know what? No, let's make it easier. Just put Canada.
You just had to make it complicated, didn't you?
Apparently.
How's the hat situation? Do tell.
Actually, I just actually literally started wearing it again last weekend because we went from 35 degrees, like roughly Celsius, down to like 9 degrees. So
that's too cold.
Yeah, so I put it on because it was just it was starting to get cold, and it's like because we've had a very crappy summer, to say the least, and it looks like we're into fall already, and it kind of getting colder by the day.
Yeah, we've noticed it's getting a bit cold here. But, that's a good thing, because when it's cold, everybody wants to snuggle up in a nice warm pub and see some bands play.
Oh, no, very true. Definitely a good time But yeah, definitely a good time for concerts. It's been nuts. So this weather's been so crazy. Anyways, no, enough of the weather. Let's get back to you guys. Next up, I know this was just released, and Mel, you said you guys have lots of material. So, are these going to be in preparation for like another EP, like maybe 6 months to a year from now, or maybe the album that wasn't mentioned?
I want to let one of the guys answer that, actually.
We have no idea. We just do what Mel tells us.
So I see that hasn't changed.
No.
It's not changed at all. We have discussed it between ourselves, and there are a lot of things that we would like to do. We have enough material for an album. We have enough material for several albums, but we don't really want to go down that route at the moment, do we? Oh, get the custard! All right. We might look at recording another single, and it would be the same way that we recorded Your Little Fantasy. It wouldn't be a live recording. We would go into the studio for a while and get that sorted out. But we've only just finished the EP. We've got quite a few gigs that we want to concentrate on. We've got new material to be released. We want to start dropping some new songs into the set. So I don't know. We could really do anything. But there are so many things that we want to do, and so many things that we could do, and we're just not organised enough at the moment to really be able to say. But I would hazard a guess that the next thing from us would be another single in a month or two.
Well, fair enough. These next shows you got coming up, when are the next few shows that you have?
We've got one on the 26th of September, and that's at the South Sea in Broomhill in Sheffield. And then after that, I think it's Wednesday the 8th of October, guys. That's in the Washington in Sheffield. We are back at the South Sea after that, and I can't remember the date off the top of my head, which is very naughty, but I'm sure somebody. Yes, Martin is reaching for his phone as we speak. We have a gig at the International Guitar Festival of Great Britain on the Wirral in November, which we're sort of looking forward to.
Right on. This should be a good one. Now, with this new EP out, I know you guys have been playing a lot of shows. Have you changed the live show up any? Like, meaning, have you added anything different to what you normally do, or do you have like new banners with like the King of Crow to say on the front of the bass drum, that sort of thing?
No.
Lovely t-shirt.
We had some limited edition t-shirts made up. We only actually had, was it 20 of them made? Yeah. There's only 20 of them in existence. They had the artwork from the front of the EP on. And if anybody's listening and they have absolutely no idea now what we're talking about, the front of the EP has a black and white line drawing of a crow wearing a very large, ornate and over-the-top crown. So we did that. We've had some download cards printed up recently that kind of look like playing cards. So we've got all of our information on the back, you know, like where the back of the playing card is quite sort of complicated. We've got that side of it for all of the information, and then when you turn it around, it's a King of Crows, so everybody can have their own King of Crows.
Nice, right on.
But as far as the set is concerned, no, we've got the same banner that we always have, and we haven't sort of changed the set specifically, but we do change the set periodically. We don't play exactly the same set every time we go out. It depends on the venue, it depends on the length of the set, how much time we've got.
And the great thing is that Mel only gives us the set list as we go on stage. So those guys have no idea what we're playing and in what order. It adds to the excitement.
Yeah. Keeps them on their toes.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Roger, there's a new song since we spoke to you last. That one's called The Hangman's Waltz.
That sounds like a cool one. I like the title already.
Yeah, Martin's just said about Time for Silence as well. That was one that we were working on the last time we spoke to you. And we said we had a new one that we were messing with. That was my food.
I just suddenly heard this noise behind me.
It's just jumped out of his skin.
Yeah, I was looking at Paul.
Yeah, we finished that one. That's called then Time for Silence. So yeah, there's a couple of new additions to the set since we spoke to you last.
Right on, nice. Well, hopefully one day someone will actually record it live and put up online so I can actually have a look, because trust me, as much as I do want to come out that way, it's still going to be a bit yet.
I know, it's not like you're just round the corner, really, is it? We can't pop round with some jam sandwiches and have a cup of tea.
No, I know. Well, one of these days soon. Like when I'm big and famous, then.
Yeah.
But no, even then.
Somebody just needs to pay over.
Yeah, I know what.
Hey, Brian, to come over to England, please. There are a lot of bands that would like to meet him.
I should do a Kickstarter project for that. Play for my plane tickets, eh?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know what? As much as that sounds good, I would feel like such a douche doing that.
No, Dr. Bones on the Road. Awesome. Bones on the Road.
That's a good idea.
Subtitle.
That'd be a good idea. You know what? I think you may have something here.
Are we as happy as ever? Just all of these macabre references.
Bones on the Road.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries at all. See, you know what? With that being said, I was actually contemplating some of the Kickstarter project, not for playing tickets to England, but I was debating it because I was thinking about what I could give back, and I was pretty much my logo right now. It's pretty much finished. The one I have up for the app. I was thinking about making that into a T-shirt and giving away a few T-shirts.
Oh, that sounds like a cool idea.
So I know a couple people that do it. So it's just the question of getting organized to do it because I've got so much going on. Like this week alone, I've got a show every single day right up until Saturday.
Well, busy guy.
So you know what? No, it's good though. I love doing it. So it's all part of the gig. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up. But it's been so much fun again. I mean, you guys are always a bunch of fun, and like I said, it's always exciting because I never know I'm gonna hear from you, what you guys are gonna say, really, which makes it better and more exciting because it keeps me on my toes and keeps me thinking because I get prepared for something that I'm not expecting.
That's the way we roll.
Yeah, Paul's so happy he's dancing around.
Yeah, we really wish that you could see us while we're doing this because that he's going for it.
Rolling out like keys.
Even me.
Well, normally I would use video, but it's been giving me issues lately, so I've just used the audio just to be safe.
Well, I mean, we've had enough issues with the audio.
That's right, exactly. So I'm not going to create any more here.
Don't overcomplicate the issue. But thank you very much for taking the time out to have a chat with us again.
Oh, well, it's definitely been my pleasure. I love talking to you guys, and it was great to finally see a brand new EP from you guys, and it's all live. So it's been a time coming, and I'm glad it was here. I'm glad we got a chance to do it again.
All right, well, you take it easy, dude.
You too. All right, guys. Until next time. Thank you so much for listening. That was Braver Than Fiction. We just talked about their new EP, King of Crows, and heard the song Kind of Blind. Until next next time, tomorrow, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk to you then. Bones out.